Outfitters is where the hipsters go when they're looking for a new outfit. Well, it turns out that they have a special, category of clothing that they call vintage, one of a kind. And of course, they sell it for a pretty expensive price. For instance, a T-shirt could cost as much as $50.
Oh, as one place I will not be shopping. I don't mean Urban Outfitters overall, but you can get me to buy a ratty old T-shirt for $50. You'd be very, very lucky if I ever bought a shirt in my life that's $50.
I'm amazed. Like the idea of you wearing an Urban Outfitters outfit is just lovely. Like,
come on.
First of all, it would be like corduroy tight pants, right?
Yeah,
with like a unicorn T-shirt.
Oh,
like something really ridiculous.
First of all, you lost me at tight. Okay, and you lost me forever with the unicorn. Right now, I'm not going to be wearing those silly things. And then, second of all, those clothes are made for skinny people. Like like on South Beach, they have all these things. Oh, so cool, so hip. You go to and then every one you put on is like. And it shows your entire gut, and then there's a unicorn on your giant gut. Not having it. But this story gets better.
It does get better. So as I mentioned, they have a certain category for vintage clothing. And they're basically saying that their vintage clothing is one of a kind. It's really expensive. In fact, let me tell you what their description is on one article of clothing that they were attempting to sell. This unique found item was hand-selected for you from a yard sale or flea market. Any tears, holes, paint stains, or other defects we consider a virtue and not a flaw. Wear it well.
Oh, that's so cool.
Okay, that is not cool because they will literally buy that article of clothing for like $2.50 to $5 and they will sell it to you for $50.
I don't blame them at all. Look, if you're going to be a sucker, there's nothing wrong with taking advantage of people who want to be cool and hip. Oh my God, look at this. I got a shirt with a hole in it. Oh, I'm so snazzy. I'm such a hipster. Okay? No, you're a dork. I mean, if I want clothes with holes in them, just open up my closet because I can't throw away the old shirts. I think, oh, nostalgia. I remember when I was wearing that and I did right?
You should open up a vintage shop.
I should.
I don't know what you're doing.
We're thinking about auctioning off my car for a Wolfpack, the Pontiac Grand Am. We're going to do that. Maybe I should auction off some of my old shirts and shorts with holes all over them.
I guarantee you there will be people who'd be willing to buy it.
That's a little uncomfortable.
It's the truth. But it was interesting because Business Insider spoke to one vintage store employee in Williamsburg, Brooklyn, and here's what he had to say. Basically, I just go to Texas once a year, go to the Goodwill store in a nice suburban neighborhood and load up on stuff that just costs a few dollars. Then I come here and people go crazy for it.
Of course, of course. What do you think? They actually went to yard sales? That would require time and effort and money. Like, oh, I do declare, let's find some good vintage clothing at the Robinson yard sale. No, they go to Goodwill. They're like, give me all the crap you got. I'm going to sell it to a bunch of idiots who are going to pay $50 for it.
So I don't know what's worse, okay? Looking for vintage clothing that's really, really cheap and poor quality and it's falling apart and you're willing to spend an arm and a leg on that, or buying a brand new Louboutin pump and spending like $900 on it just because it has a red sole.
Honestly, until you said the red sole part, I wasn't sure what a Louboutin pump was, but it sounded dirty. Like Louboutin pump. I was like, damn, I don't know, maybe it's worth $900. What are you doing with it?
And look, I'm not trying to be judgy. I get, when women want to buy an expensive piece of clothing or whatever, everyone does it, right? But what's bad is when women barely make any money at all and they'll save and they'll save and they'll save and they'll put all that money into like one piece of designer clothing that no one cares about.
Dude, just don't throw away the clothing in the first place and 20 years from now it'll seem really cool.